Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about the senseless murder of Genore Guillory that happened in the year 2000. It happened in Louisiana in Livingston Parish, and Livingston Parish has been a hotbed for Ku Klux Klan activity even today. And the people that killed the African American woman Genore Guillory were Philip Skipper and his sister Lisa Skipper Hoyt and her husband Johnny Hoyt and John Balio as well. John Balio went along with it, but John Balio was remorseful, and he shared information with the district attorney that got the main culprits, Philip Skipper, Lisa Skipper Hoyt, and Johnny Hoyt, in jail, and they're going to be in jail for a long time, and rightfully so. And it was just a sick situation. She was killed. Genore Guillory was killed for two reasons. One, because she was African American. Two, she had named the Skippers, who were her neighbors, the beneficiaries of her life insurance policy. But when she realized the Skippers' true nature, she was gonna take them off the insurance policy, and rightfully so. So Philip Skipper and his sister and brother-in-law killed her. So Philip Skipper and his wife Amy Skipper could get the life insurance policy. Now, Amy Skipper was asleep when all this happened. She had no idea what was going on. Now, she was crazy and racist as is, but she didn't have nothing to do with the murder. That had been proven. But they were neighbors, and Genore Guillory worked for an insurance company in Baton Rouge, and she was a very diligent worker, a very good worker. And her boyfriend of many years had passed away. And Genore Guillory was a very self-reliant, do-it-yourself woman, but she also had a lot of animals, like several horses, several dogs. And when her boyfriend of many years died, she still had to seek some assistance. So she had hired her neighbors, the Skippers, who didn't have a job, by the way. Didn't have a job, didn't have a landline phone, and didn't have a cell phone as well. And she allowed the Skippers to come in and use her phone because she knew they didn't have one. And the Skippers basically, or at least Philip Skipper at least, paid her back by killing her. And Genore hired Philip Skipper to do some maintenance around the house, and she hired Amy Skipper to clean her house. And Philip and Amy Skipper had a little baby, and Genore Guillory helped provide diapers for him, baby formula, all those things. And one time they couldn't afford a birthday party for their child, Philip and Amy Skipper. Genore Guillory gave them the money so they could give the child a birthday party. And she was a very generous, kind-hearted woman. And she would do without to make sure others were well off. And this was just a sick situation. And props to Chuck Husmeyer for writing a book, Unspeakable Violence, that writes about this murder and speaks of this way more. And it has way more information than I'm going to give you in this video, or that I can give you in this video. Also, that it appeared on a TV show, ID Investigation Discovery, and you can find that on YouTube as well. Just type in the murder of Genore Guillory, and it'll take you there. And that provides a lot of key information as well. And it was just a senseless murder. And the reason that Genore made the Skippers the beneficiary of her life insurance policy is because if something happened to her, she didn't want nothing to happen to her animals. Well, she let Philip and Amy Skipper's dog stay in her fence, in her dog kennel, because the dog was getting violent and was not friendly towards the pet goat that the Skippers had. Well, the dog got out of the fence and killed the pet goat. And it was the Skipper's dog and the Skipper's pet goat. Well, Amy Skipper had been cleaning the house, and she used Genore Guillory's phone to call Genore at work and just basically chew her out, cuss her out, scream, rave. And Genore basically said, leave the key in my house, basically, and hung up the phone. Basically, Genore was going to end her friendship with the Skippers because she realized the Skippers were not the good people that they seemed. And when Genore's co-worker met the Skippers, they seemed friendly, particularly the wife, but turns out that they weren't. Sociopaths have a way of hiding who they really are. Well, Philip Skipper, also Lisa Skipper Hoyt, as well as Johnny Hoyt, started a gang. It was like a white supremacist gang called the Brotherhood, and they had tattoos that said GFBD, God, which means God forgives, but the Brotherhood doesn't. And one of the nights, the Skippers, because none of them had jobs other than the jobs that they did for Genore Guillory, they went grave robbing, and they got drunk, they got high, and they knew that Genore would cancel the life insurance policies. So, one of the guys had said, "How would you like to kill an N-word?" Well, John Bailio, Philip Skipper, Lisa Skipper Hoyt, and Johnny Hoyt, while Amy Skipper was asleep, they went over to Genore's house and knocked on the door. It was like at 2, 3 in the morning. And Genore opened the door, and Lisa Skipper said she needed some emergency diapers for her baby. And Genore was confused, but was trying to help the baby out, so she went to get some money from her purse, and then they sneak up behind her and kill her with a baseball bat. And they were laughing about it. And then went back to their house like it was nothing, and kept getting drunk and then passed out. Fortunately, the John Bailio's testimony, they had John Bailio hold one of Genore's dogs by the front 2 legs, so the dog couldn't come and protect Genore, which is what the dog was going to do, and the dog probably would have killed the murderers, which in a lot of ways I wish the dog would have gotten loose and taken care of them and saved Genore. I wish that would have happened. But fortunately, the district attorney's office got Bailio's testimony, and they were able to put Philip Skipper, Lisa Skipper Hoyt, and Johnny Hoyt away, which justice was served there, and rightfully so. And this was just a sick act of evil white racism, and these people were evil, and they were racist, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I recommend that you read the book Unspeakable Violence by Chuck Husmeyer. It offers a lot more information than what I'm on offer in this video. So, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.